If you're walking through a dark valley right now, carrying a weight no one else can see, trying to keep it all together, but inside, it feels like you're quietly breaking. What if I told you Jesus knows exactly what that feels like? He's not distant from pain. He stepped into the worst of it. And in the last 18 hours of his life, he showed us just how deep that love goes. It's Thursday night, around 9 o'clock. Jesus is in the Garden of Gethsemane. He's not preaching. He's not healing. He's face down in the dirt, praying. He says, "My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death." Jesus is crushed. He knows what's coming. The betrayal, the horrific pain, the cross. And he asks the Father, "If there's any other way, take this cup from me." He didn't smile through it. He didn't fake it. He let the sorrow show. This is the Son of God, the creator of the universe, feeling anxiety, stress, agony so intense that he sweats drops of blood. He knows what it's like to not want to go through it, but to surrender anyway. He says, "Not my will, but yours be done." And then close to midnight, it begins. He's betrayed by one of his own, Judas. Then he's arrested, mocked, beaten, abandoned by everyone who said they'd stand with him, dragged from trial to trial while the world slept, while his disciples scattered. All of this was being done illegally. Isaiah 53 said it would be this way. He was despised and rejected by men, a man of sorrows, acquainted with grief. By 9 a.m. on Friday morning, after being beaten beyond recognition, Jesus was nailed to a cross. The Son of God, bleeding, gasping for breath, suffocating under the weight of sin and the weight of grief. He cried out, my God, why have you forsaken me?" He felt abandoned by friends, by people, even by the Father. He was surrounded by a crowd, but completely alone. He could have called angels. He could have stopped it all, but he stayed for you and me because he loves us. And at 3 p.m. that afternoon, after facing the darkest 18 hours of his life, Jesus said, "It is finished," and he gave up his spirit. He was taken down from the cross. He was buried. The stone was rolled in place, and Friday turned to Saturday, the longest, quietest day in history. No miracle, no rescue, just silence. The disciples were devastated. Everything they hoped for was gone. But then came Sunday. Jesus rose, not just proving his power, but proving his love is stronger than death. Hebrews 4:15 says, "We don't have a high priest who is unable to sympathize with our weaknesses. No, we have Jesus, who wept, who bled, who died, who rose. He understands your valley because he walked through the darkest one himself." Honestly, this message is personal for me right now. Early last year, I came up with an idea called pocket wisdom. I started working harder than ever before, and I shared it with my best friend. My hopes, my plans, but honestly, I didn't have a clear direction for it yet. And then he passed away. About 10 months ago, I lost my father-in-law, but he wasn't just family. He was my best friend. He treated me like a son. And in the middle of that heartbreak, I found myself in a dark valley, grieving, numb, trying to learn how to live again in a world without him. That's probably how the disciples felt on Good Friday. Confused, lost, full of sorrow. Everything they thought they knew felt shaken. It didn't feel real. And because the grief was so heavy, I decided to pause Pocket Wisdom. I couldn't keep going. The pain was too much. I started desperately searching for devotionals, encouragement, anything with hope, because I needed it. I needed to know that Jesus sees us, that he understands this kind of heartbreak more than anyone ever could, and that he wasn't going anywhere, that he would carry us. Months later, in January of this year, I felt a shift. One night, I asked God for wisdom, praying to him that this was his. I laid Pocket Wisdom at his feet, fully. And that night, the pieces started connecting. All the devotionals, the scriptures that got me through the darkest days, those were the direction. That was the heartbeat. Pocket Wisdom wasn't just a creative idea anymore. It had been reborn. Now, it's the place where I take everything I've been and is still going through, grief, faith, prayer, wisdom, in the hopes that it helps someone else in their darkest days. This isn't just content or videos or illustrations. It's not just a project, but a response to God's hand in our lives. We're still grieving, healing, trusting Jesus fully. And I'm learning little by little, one day at a time, how to live wiser. So if you're walking through a valley of your own, if this spoke to you, this exact devotional I built during this video is available in Pocket Wisdom. You can grab it through the link below in the description. So when we walk through our darkest valleys, we have a shepherd who knows the way. So please remember, you're not forgotten. You're not too far gone. You don't have to do this alone.